And today I'm going to be applying a ceramic coating to the Jeep. I'm going to be using the 9H Mr. Fix ceramic coating that I've got right here. So that's the one that I used on the Scat Pack Charger, and it worked out really well, but I only had it for another month after I put that on, so I really don't know what the longevity is of it. So with this, I'm obviously going to keep it a little bit longer. So I'm going to apply it, but the first thing I want to do is the Meguiar's detailing, because I have some water spots on here. I don't know if you can see in the video, but I've got them all around here. And before I put on the ceramic coating, I want to make sure that I get that taken off so it doesn't kind of lock it in. The reason why I want to do the ceramic coating on this, and I might even do multiple coats, is because if I'm going to be four-wheeling this, taking it off-road, I don't want to get all the desert pinstriping along the sides where all the trees scrape up. And then I'm also going to do it onto the front windshield because they are notorious for cracking. I'm going to see if that ceramic coating helps at all to protect it. It's 9H liquid coating. I've got the sponge, and I've also got some of these, I don't know what they are. These are like the dry cloth. Last time I used a chamois that was cut out, and I think what the problem I had with it, it used up a lot. Here's the one that I used for the Charger, and I've only got a little bit left on here. And I think the issue was that I used a chamois and it absorbed a lot of the liquid. So I'm not going to do that again. I am going to use the cloth that comes with it, even though they look like crap. And I have a water bottle for misting, and I have a damp microfiber cloth, and I have multiple dry microfiber cloths. So in the instructions it says that what you want to do, I've already cleaned it, I've already washed it, I've already wiped it all down, and I told you earlier that I had some spots on there from the water. And what I did is I just took a dry microfiber cloth and wiped it all down. I didn't have to use the Meguiar's. I didn't have to do a clay bar on it. The Jeep is only 2 weeks old, so I really didn't have to do anything with that. There's no spots, there's no chips, there's nothing on it at all. So this is a prime example of when you should be doing the ceramic coating, because I don't want anything to happen to it, and I might as well get it on there before. So the instructions are, once you get this done, you can either use a mist, like a spray, to mist over this and get it wet, because it is water activated. When the water and this get together, it will activate and harden in about 5 to 10 minutes. And after that, I'm going to wipe it off with a damp cloth, and then I will wipe it off with a dry cloth after that. It does take supposedly 2 hours to harden, 72 hours to fully harden. You aren't going to wash it for 72 hours. So let's see how this goes. Like I said, I did it on the Charger, the Scat Pack, and it worked out really well. I did that one pretty much the same thing, except for instead of using this, I did use the chamois. So I don't want to do that again, because like I said, I did go through about, a huge amount of that ceramic coating. So I am going to get this all nice and moist and then put it on like this. Make sure that's nice and tight on there. And then the first thing that I'm going to do is put 3 to 4 drops on it. I'm just going to do there. That actually came out quite fast over there. And I am going to do it in large squares on here. Starting up here. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes on this side, and I do have a damp microfiber cloth, and I'm just gonna wipe this off. Just no pressure really on it at all. Just getting the residue off. Just a nice, soft, I'm barely putting any pressure on it at all. Just getting any of that extra wetness on there. Nice, smooth strokes on here. Getting any of that extra oil off. And depending upon the temperature where you are, you know, I'm in Arizona, and so it's really, really hot here. I think already, it's only like 9:30 in the morning and it's 92 degrees already. So you want to adjust accordingly on your time. If you're in somewhere where it's cooler, then obviously you want to let it sit for probably, you know, a little bit more than 5 minutes, maybe up to 10. All right. You can start to feel when it gets a little dry on there, so you want to add a little bit more. And I do want to make sure that I get this area up here a lot and make sure it's nice and well done on this side, because that's where there's going to be rocks going up and hitting along this side right here and along the outside. The wet microfiber cloth to wipe it all off, and then I left for about another hour after that, and I went over it with dry microfiber cloths. And what you'll find is that there's a little bit of residue in some areas that if you missed it when you were getting it off, it would kind of like gum up. So What I'm going to do now is go over this with the buffer pad, just a nice terry cloth pad, and I'm going to buff the whole thing off just real lightly, just to take off anything that I missed. Just sitting after I did all of the coating. I let it dry, and then I also wiped it down with a cloth. And I wanted to let you see the shine on this. If you can see that, just fantastic shine on it all over. Just run some water over it and see how it beads up. So as you can see, it just goes right off.